christine.com, and I'm also a certified lactation counselor. Today's topic, we're going to talk about adding a new sibling. I get this question a lot from families, whether past clients or new ones. What am I going to do when the new baby comes? And how is my child going to handle it? How do I avoid the sleep regression that I know is going to happen? Okay, well, here's the first thing. It may not affect your child's sleep really at all. You never know. Every kid is a little bit different. And how they react to adding a new sibling to the mix, you never know what they're going to do. But there are a few things that can make the transition a little bit easier. First thing, so make sure that your child's sleep schedule stays about the same. Whether you have a relative, family member, a friend taking care of your child, maybe while you have to be off at the hospital having baby, make sure that you talk with that caregiver. How do you get your child ready for bed? What time do you start? What are some ways to make it a little bit easier so that they can still have a little bit of fun, but also your child is still getting to sleep at night? Okay, so keep the sleep schedule as close to consistent as you possibly can. Okay. The second thing, you can try to prepare your child all that you want for the new baby. You can talk about, all the cool things that we're going to do as a family of 4 or 5, whatever, of adding that new baby to the mix. But, really, until the new baby's sitting in front of them, it's not going to hit home. So it's just going to have to wait and see how that goes. But make sure you're doing things like spending a little bit of one-on-one time with your child, even with the new baby. At some point, the baby will sleep, and at some point, somebody else will probably want to hold the baby, or you have to put the baby down at some point. So try to carve out at least a good 15 to 20 minutes a day where it's just you and your child. Give them a little bit of sense of that, I'm not forgetting you. And you're not. You're just having to split your time amongst another child along with them. So it does take a little bit of time for some kids to really learn that, hey, I'm not the only one around anymore, but they can share. So do things like involving your child. This is the third thing that'll help. Involve your child with the new baby. Get them to help. Find out if they want to help, if they're old enough. Would you like to help feed the baby? Would you like to help change diapers? You never know. Some kids really think that's kind of fun. Hey, can you grab a diaper for me? Can you hand me that? Can you throw this piece of trash in the trash can? Kids love to help out wherever they can. So make sure that you are absolutely involving your child in the process. But once you bring baby home, it may take a couple of days. It may take a couple of weeks to get really used to figuring out that family rhythm. And every family has to go through this. How do we do with, one child versus 2 versus adding that other sibling into the mix and figuring out really what the new schedule needs to be and how we're going to get the baby into bed as well as the other child and how to do that. So will it cause a little bit of a sleep regression? Maybe. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I've had plenty of clients that it didn't bother them at all. Kids slept through the night just fine. It all depends on the child's personality. And we'll talk a little bit more about regressions in another video and how to handle them a little bit more. But overall, when you're having a new sibling added to the mix, do things like getting your child involved, making sure that they are still getting plenty of sleep and on that same sleep schedule will really ensure that you set yourself up for success. Thanks again. I'm Christine Stevens, Sleep Solutions by Christine.com.